Gustavo was not a typical explorer. He was not driven by the desire to chart unknown territories or to plant flags on distant shores. He did not seek new lands or conquer distant shores. Instead, his journey was one of the mind and spirit, a quest that took him deep within himself and far beyond the physical world. His journey was inward, a quest for ancient wisdom and hidden truths. Gustavo was a seeker of knowledge, a pilgrim on a path less traveled. He was a Mytho-quantum Weaver, a rare breed who understood the interconnectedness of myth and reality. This unique role allowed him to see the threads that bind our world to the realms of legend and lore. His life's purpose was to uncover the pathways between worlds, to bridge the gap between the seen and the unseen. Gustavo believed that these pathways held the key to understanding the true nature of existence. Gustavo felt a deep calling, a pull towards a destiny he could only vaguely perceive. This calling was like a whisper in the wind, a faint echo of something profound and eternal. He knew he was meant for something greater, something that would push the boundaries of human understanding. This sense of purpose drove him to explore the mysteries of the universe with unwavering determination. He devoted himself to his studies, immersing himself in ancient texts and forgotten lore. Gustavo spent countless hours in libraries and archives, seeking out the wisdom of the ages. He sought knowledge from every corner of the world, from the bustling cities to the secluded monasteries. His quest for understanding knew no bounds, and he was willing to travel to the ends of the earth to find the answers he sought. Gustavo's quest was not driven by ego or ambition. He was not seeking fame or fortune, but rather a deeper understanding of the universe and his place within it. He sought knowledge not for personal gain, but for the betterment of humanity. Gustavo believed that by sharing his discoveries, he could help others to see the world in a new light. He believed that by unlocking the secrets of the universe, we could unlock our true potential. Gustavo saw the universe as a vast, interconnected web of possibilities, and he was determined to unravel its mysteries. He yearned to share this knowledge, to inspire others to reach for the stars. Gustavo's ultimate goal was to ignite a spark of curiosity and wonder in the hearts of those he encountered, to encourage them to embark on their own journeys of discovery. Gustavo believed that knowledge was a gift meant to be shared, and he dedicated his life to teaching and mentoring others. He traveled far and wide, spreading his message of hope and enlightenment. His journey was not without its challenges, but Gustavo faced each obstacle with courage and determination. He knew that the path to enlightenment was not an easy one, but he was willing to walk it, no matter the cost. Gustavo's story is a testament to the power of curiosity and the human spirit. It reminds us that the greatest adventures are often the ones that take place within our own minds and hearts. As we follow in Gustavo's footsteps, may we all find the courage to seek out the unknown, to explore the depths of our own souls, and to reach for the stars. Gustavo's breakthrough came in the form of mytho-quantum phenomenology, a field he pioneered himself. This revolutionary discipline explored the intersection of quantum physics and ancient mythology. It proposed that the myths and legends of old were not mere stories, but encoded messages from a higher reality. He posited that by deciphering these messages, we could access hidden dimensions and tap into a source of limitless potential. His research led him to believe that the universe was far stranger and more wondrous than we could ever imagine. He saw the fabric of reality as a tapestry woven from threads of myth and quantum energy. Through rigorous experimentation and deep meditation, Gustavo began to unlock the secrets of mytho-quantum phenomenology. He discovered that by aligning his consciousness with specific archetypes and symbols, he could manipulate the very fabric of reality. He found himself stepping through doorways in time and space, encountering beings and realms thought to exist only in myth. One of Gustavo's most profound experiences involved journeying to the heart of Greek mythology, the Underworld. He wasn't met with fire and brimstone, but a realm of ethereal beauty and profound wisdom. Here, he conversed with the shades of long-dead heroes and sought counsel from the rulers of the Underworld. He spoke with Hades, not as a fearsome god of death, but as a keeper of balance and transformation. Persephone, the queen of the Underworld, shared her wisdom about the cyclical nature of life and death. These encounters were not mere hallucinations, but tangible interactions with conscious entities residing within a different dimension. The knowledge Gustavo gleaned from the underworld was invaluable. He learned about the interconnectedness of life and death, the importance of embracing change, and the power of letting go. These insights deepened his understanding of mytho-quantum phenomenology and fueled his desire to share this knowledge with the world. Section 4. Olympian Blessings, Empowering the Journey. Gustavo's journey did not end in the underworld. Emerging from the shadows, he felt a renewed sense of purpose and determination. The trials he faced in the underworld had only strengthened his resolve, and he knew that his destiny lay beyond the realm of the dead. He felt a pull towards the heights of Mount Olympus, home to the Olympian gods and goddesses. The majestic peaks called to him, promising wisdom, power, and the guidance he needed to fulfill his quest. Each step he took towards the summit was filled with anticipation and hope. These deities, far from being distant figures of myth, recognized Gustavo's pure heart and noble intentions. They watched him with keen interest, seeing in him a rare mortal who possessed the qualities of a true hero. Their approval was not easily earned, but Gustavo's unwavering spirit and courage had captured their attention. They saw in him a potential champion, someone who could bridge the gap between the divine and the mortal. Gustavo's journey was not just about personal glory. It was about uniting two worlds and bringing forth a new era of understanding and cooperation. Zeus, the king of the gods, bestowed upon Gustavo a portion of his power, granting him enhanced strength and the ability to command the skies. With a single touch, Gustavo felt the surge of divine energy coursing through his veins, empowering him in ways he had never imagined. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, gifted him with strategic insight and sharpened his already formidable intellect. Her blessing allowed Gustavo to see beyond the immediate challenges, to plan and strategize with a clarity that was almost divine. He could now anticipate his enemies' moves and counter them with precision. Each deity offered Gustavo a unique blessing, enhancing his abilities and preparing him for the challenges ahead. From the strength of Ares to the healing touch of Apollo, Gustavo was transformed into a hero of unparalleled capability. Each gift was a testament to the gods' faith in his mission. These blessings were not given lightly. The gods understood the gravity of their actions and the responsibility that came with their gifts. They knew that Gustavo's success would depend not just on his newfound powers, but on his wisdom and integrity in using them. The Olympians recognized the burden Gustavo carried, the weight of his quest to unite humanity with its hidden potential. They saw the heavy mantle of responsibility that rested on his shoulders and the determination in his eyes to see his mission through to the end. They knew that the path ahead would be fraught with danger, but they also saw in Gustavo the strength and resilience to overcome any obstacle. His journey would be long and arduous, filled with trials that would test his limits. Yet with the blessings of the gods and his indomitable spirit, Gustavo was ready to face whatever lay ahead. As Gustavo stood at the peak of Mount Olympus, looking out over the world below, he felt a profound sense of purpose. The journey ahead was clear, and with the gods' blessings, he was more prepared than ever to embark on the next chapter of his epic quest. With renewed vigor and a heart full of hope, Gustavo began his descent from the sacred mountain, ready to face the challenges that awaited him. The blessings of the Olympian gods had empowered him, and now it was time to fulfill his destiny. Section 5. Elemental Convergence, the Dance of Fire and Water. As Gustavo delved deeper into his journey, he discovered that the power he wielded was not limited to the divine. It was a revelation that shook him to his core, for he had always believed that his abilities were a gift from the gods, a divine blessing bestowed upon him for a higher purpose. But now, he realized that his power was also deeply rooted in the natural world, in the very fabric of the earth and sky. He found himself drawn to the raw, primal forces of nature, the raging fire, the crashing waves, the unyielding earth, and the whispering wind. Each element called to him in a different way, their voices a symphony of power and beauty that resonated deep within his soul. The fire spoke of passion and transformation, the water of fluidity and adaptability, the earth of strength and stability, and the wind of freedom and change. These elements, he realized, were not simply forces of nature, but conscious entities, each with its own unique personality and power. They were ancient beings, as old as the world itself, and they had watched over the earth for millennia. Gustavo felt a deep sense of awe and respect for these elemental beings, for they were the true guardians of the natural world. He learned to communicate with these elemental beings, to understand their language and respect their power. It was not an easy task, for their ways were mysterious, and their language was unlike anything he had ever encountered. But with patience and perseverance, he began to understand their messages, to hear their voices in the rustling leaves, the flowing water, the crackling fire, and the whispering wind. He discovered that by harmonizing with these forces, he could wield their power with incredible precision and grace. It was a dance, a delicate balance of give and take, of listening and responding. When he moved in harmony with the elements, he felt a sense of unity and peace that he had never known before. He could summon raging infernos and calm raging storms, all while maintaining perfect control. The fire would leap to his command, the water would flow at his touch, the earth would shift beneath his feet, and the wind would carry his whispers. It was a power unlike any other, a power that came not from domination, but from understanding and cooperation. This mastery over the elements was not about dominance or control. It was about understanding and cooperation. Gustavo knew that to truly wield this power, he had to respect the elements and work with them, not against them. He had to listen to their voices, to understand their needs and desires, and to move in harmony with their rhythms. It was about understanding and cooperation. He realized that the elements were not his to command, but his to partner with. They were his allies, his friends, and his teachers. They had much to teach him, and he had much to learn. Gustavo recognized the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance that held the universe together. He saw how the elements were all part of a greater whole, each one playing its part in the grand dance of creation. He understood that by working in harmony with the elements, he could tap into a power far greater than his own. He knew that by working in harmony with the elements, he could achieve a level of power far beyond anything he could achieve alone. It was a power that came from unity, from understanding, and from respect. And as he continued on his journey, he knew that this was the true path to mastery, the true dance of fire and water.